The ancients have a saying, illness enters through the mouth and disaster comes out of it. In a society full of traps, a person who speaks skillfully will have the whole world, while a clumsy person loses hearts and their destiny as soon as they open their mouth. Have you ever wondered why some people only use their tongue but can shift the universe, turn an enemy into a friend, and turn danger into safety? The secret lies in Gui Gu Zi, the founder of the School of Diplomacy, the greatest mastermind of psychology and manipulation. Today, we will not talk about hollow morality. We will dive deep into the black and white secrets of Gui Gu Zi to help you look through the opponent's mind and control the situation as desired. The art of opening and closing, the art of probing intentions. The teaching: if you want to hear someone else's inner thoughts, you must remain silent. If you want others to open their mouths, you must know how to close yours. Opening is for speaking, closing is for hiding. Knowing when to properly close and open makes your moves unpredictable even to ghosts and gods. This is the most important introductory technique. Using silence as bait, men often make the big mistake of confessing without being probed. When meeting partners or sitting with the boss, out of a desire to show off, we talk too much, revealing all our standpoints, hobbies, and weaknesses. That is a fatal mistake, akin to presenting your back for someone to shoot at. Gui Gu Zi teaches that when you do not yet know the opponent or what they want, keep your mouth shut. Use silence and an attentive gaze to create invisible pressure, confusing the opponent so they automatically reveal what they are hiding. When they speak, they will expose flaws. When they show flaws, that is when we open our mouths to attack their weaknesses. Remember, he who speaks much is the prey. He who listens is the true hunter. The art of reaction: listen to respond. The teaching: to know the truth, cast a stone into the water to see the ripples. To know someone's mind, use a provocation or agreement to see their reaction. Listen to the words of the past to understand the future. The biggest mistake in communication is rushing into right and wrong arguments. When you interrupt someone, they erect a solid defensive wall. Gui Gu Zi advises doing the opposite: react in their direction. If they are showing off, flatter them a bit more so they get elated and drop their guard. If they are angry, show empathy so they can pour out all their feelings. Like fishing, to make the fish bite, you must go with the flow. Let the line loose until the fish is tired, then pull the net. Patient listening and calculated alignment is the most effective weapon to harvest information from an opponent. The art of internal persuasion: strike at the heart. The teaching: to win over people, you must know their inner feelings. Use emotion to move them. Use benefits to lure them. Once you grasp their heart, their logic will belong to you. Everyone has emotional weak spots. Some crave money, some crave fame, some value loyalty, and some fear loss. Internal persuasion means penetrating their inner thoughts. Do not just use dry reasoning to ask your boss for a raise. Find out what they worry about, like sales, reputation, or competitors, and prove you are the solution. When you scratch their exact itch, you won't need to beg. They will willingly give you what you want. Striking into hidden needs is always more effective than appealing to logic. The art of observation: spotting the crack. The teaching: nothing is perfect. Even the most solid wall has an opening. The wise one patiently waits for the crack to appear and attacks. In negotiations, do not rush to attack if the other side has tight defenses. Observe them closely. A frown, a slip of the tongue, momentary confusion, or a minor habit. That is the crack you exploit. For example, if the partner frequently checks their watch, they need to quickly close the deal or are under time pressure. Target that and squeeze for favorable terms. Finding this gap gives you a great winning chance. The art of the flying sword: praise to bind. The teaching: praise people to lift them so high they cannot come down. That binds them using reputation. We often think praise is kindness, but for Gui Gu Zi, it is an invisible chain. When you publicly praise someone as honest and generous, you're giving them an oversized coat. Out of vanity, they are compelled to act as you praised. They won't dare cheat, act stingy, or be lazy. This is the art of exchanging an empty title for tangible benefits. The art of flexibility, adaptability. The teaching: the world shifts, hearts change. Do not rigidly hold one path. If you meet a rock, turn. If you meet water, swim. Adaptability is survival. Many men fail because they are overly stubborn, holding on to old methods. Remember, the goal is survival and benefit. Methods can change infinitely. Do not let pride bind you. If Plan A fails, boldly toss it for Plan B without hesitation. The art of assessing: measure the situation. The teaching: measure your strength versus others before acting. Acting without calculation is like a blind man riding a horse in the dark. Before a meeting or business deal, ask, who holds the supreme decision power? Which way is the wind blowing? Do I have a chance? If your force is weak, yield or delay. If the timing is wrong, remain still. Only fight when you know you can win. The art of grinding, temper your will. The teaching, to do great things, sharpen your mind. The mind must not be moved by external factors. Many obstacles will test you. Be as resilient as a rock midstream. When you completely believe in your path, the universe gives way. The art of weighing power. The teaching, identify who holds what role. Understand who really grips the finances, secrets, or influences the leader. Drawing a mental power map lets you play the best move. Know who to friend, guard against, or avoid. The art of concealment, hiding your scheme. The teaching, great plans must be kept hidden. A scheme exposed is a dead scheme. Secrecy is strength. Stay outwardly normal, even naive. The enemy can't brace for an attack they don't see coming. The art of decisiveness, resolve. The teaching, if you doubt, do not do it. Once you do not doubt. The hesitant lose chances. A man's worst fear is not failure, but stagnation at a crossroads. Once you have a firm grasp, act. Don't wait for total clarity. The art of fitting, tailoring your speech. The teaching, speak intellectual words to the wise, simple words to the clumsy. Do not use the same formula for everyone. Change your frequency to match the listener, creating an instant bond. The art of contrast, reverse testing. The teaching, praise who they hate or criticize who they love to see their real attitude. Reverse logic unmasks them quickly. The art of reversal, retreat to advance. The teaching, if you want to take, pretend to give. When you act like you don't care about selling, the buyer wants it more. The art of patience, wait for the moment. The teaching, master fishermen wait for hours. No rushing, wait quietly. Patience holds immense power. The art of emotional masks, conceal your feelings. The teaching, let neither joy nor despair show on your face. When the enemy cannot read you, they will fear you. The art of leveraging greed. The teaching, everyone is greedy. Use it to guide them down your path. Give them tangible benefits, not vague ideals. Control the pie chunks to control people. The art of distraction, making a feint to the east. The teaching, make them defend one side so you can take the other. Disguise your true intentions perfectly. The art of sowing discord. The teaching, the strongest walls fall from the inside. Break trust among united enemies and their unified power crumbles. The art of connection. The teaching, find commonalities to build quick rapport. Talk about us before talking business. The art of valuation. The teaching, know exactly what an individual is worth. Don't treat everyone identically. Promote the talented and drop the lazy. The art of stillness. The teaching, stillness conquers chaos. In an argument, your silence and composed stare generate terrifying pressure. The art of intimidation, soft power. The teaching, subdue others without drawing a sword by showing them the consequences. Show them your leverage so they yield. The art of flattery, stroke the ego. The teaching, inflate their ego gently and they give you what you want. The art of humility, lay low. The teaching, the overly talented are hated. Bow your head to avoid the spear point. Hand the glory to the boss to remain safe. The art of observation, reading micro-expressions. The teaching, listen to the body language, not just words. Slumped shoulders, shifty eyes reveal the inner truth. The art of testing, fire tests gold. The teaching, place them in hardship and see what they choose. The art of adaptability, fluid like water. The teaching, change tactics instantly based on conditions. Methods can shift in many ways, but keep your eye on the main goal. The art of self-preservation. The teaching, before striking, secure your defense. Always leave an escape route. The art of retreating. The teaching, stop trying to save sunk costs. Withdraw to conserve power. Cutting loss early makes you sensible. The art of probing, throwing a stone to test the waters. The teaching, before jumping into a deal, make a small request or test condition. The art of knowing when to stop. The teaching, even good wine gets you drunk. Leave a route and some benefit for the opponent. Know when to stop pressing. The art of borrowing strength. The teaching, clever people use everyone's strength. Borrow the wind for your sail. Connect others' resources, stand in the middle and profit. The art of deception. The teaching, act calm if desperate. Whine about being poor if wealthy. Misdirection helps you strike when they drop guard. The art of striking fears. The teaching. Everyone has a deep fear. Tap it gently and they comply. The fear of losing is a very potent motivator. Let them vividly see the risk. The art of alliances. The teaching. Weaker entities must form alliances. Shared interests forge the tightest bonds to counter strong enemies. The art of preparation against betrayal. The teaching. Always have a backup plan. Keep core secrets even from close confidants. A strong fail-safe mechanism limits human greed. The art of absolute secrecy. The teaching. Don't brag about your plans over drinks. Remain absolutely quiet until you reach total victory. The art of timing. The teaching. Sniff out the rising tides of crisis or opportunity. Move at lightning speed when the window opens. The art of introspection. The teaching. Review yourself daily. Acknowledge your flaws. Self-awareness is the root of progress. The art of dealing with superiors. The teaching. Be respectful but not servile. Give them the credit. Pitch your ideas as if they were your boss's ideas. The art of dealing with subordinates. The teaching. Use severe discipline but compassionate rewards. Care genuinely for them when they are in distress, and they will follow forever. The art of ambiguity. The teaching. In sensitive territory, say things that can mean both ways. Smile mysteriously to reserve an escape route. The art of amputation. Cutting off dead weight. The teaching. If it is broken, cut it off quickly. Firing a terrible employee or dropping a toxic partner liberates you. The art of fluid operation. The teaching. Rules serve people. Bend them softly when needed. Be pliable enough to keep the machine running smoothly. The art of controlling greed. Avoid traps. The teaching. A juicy bait always has a hook. Scrutinize free lunches. Do not get conned by your own greed. The art of status. Building a brand. The teaching. A stellar reputation is an invaluable asset. Keep your promises, be punctual and reliable, and success seeks you out. The art of quality networking. The teaching. One true advisor is worth 1,000 fun-time friends. Deeply nurture your high-quality connections. The art of managing crisis. The teaching. Do not panic when disaster strikes. As a leader, staying cold-headed under pressure keeps your team steady. The art of foresight. The teaching. Look ahead many years. Prepare the umbrella while it's still sunny. The art of turning from guest to master. The teaching. If trapped in a passive role, turn the tables. Take initiative to propose solutions, reclaiming control of the dynamic. The art of pretending to be foolish. The teaching. Hide your brilliance behind a bumbling facade. Your enemies ignore harmless fools while you steadily sharpen your blade. The art of borrowing a knife. The teaching. Eliminate a threat using outside rules or tasks. Keep your hands clean while corporate policy or tough tasks discard the insolent. The art of waiting out the exhausted enemy. The teaching. Don't chase. Wait at the finish line. Focus inside while the competitor burns all cash outside. The art of exploiting a crisis. The teaching. A reeling opponent is your best opportunity. Strike ruthlessly while they plunge into internal turmoil. The art of making a feint. The teaching. Use an indirect threat to get your direct goal. For example, citing other job offers to secure a payment bump. The art of creating something from nothing. The teaching. Wield rumors or empty fame. Looking incredibly confident gives you the capital you didn't have. The art of the secret path. The teaching. Open a public road while smuggling things down a hidden alley. Divert from overcrowded spaces to find true advantage. The art of watching the fire across the river. The teaching. When powers clash, maintain neutrality. Stay out of it and sweep up the spoils later when both are weak. The art of concealing a dagger behind a smile. The teaching. The deadliest foes smile the widest. Keep your opponent disarmed with your gracious manners. The art of proxy sacrifice. The teaching. Cut a branch to save the tree. Don't hesitate to write off a doomed project to guard core cash flow. The art of snagging a passing sheep. The teaching. Benefit from side opportunities during main tasks. Collect all the tiny side gains on the road. The art of shaking the grass to startle the snake. The teaching. Make noise to identify the hidden foe. Float a rumor and see who panics. You'll find your traitor. The art of resurrecting a corpse. The teaching. Recycle an old idea or defunct relation with a new facade. Repackage unused assets for rapid progress. The art of luring the tiger off the mountain. The teaching. Deprive the enemy of their home advantage. Draw them into an arena where you wrote the rules. The art of releasing to catch. The teaching. Release the chokehold slightly to give them hope. Give employees structured freedom. They will yield higher outputs. The art of tossing a brick to get jade. The teaching. Give small gifts or minor concessions first. People feel obligated to return substantial favors to even the scales. The art of catching the ringleader. The teaching. Fix the root of the issue. Ignore minor ailments and eliminate the central flaw. The art of taking away firewood from the pot. The teaching. Sabotage their core supply chain. Without resources, the enemy simply shuts down. The art of fishing in troubled waters. The teaching. Chaos is an incredible ladder. Pick up cheap assets when markets plummet. The art of the golden cicada shedding its shell. The teaching. Leave a decoy facade and escape safely. Let creditors chase an empty shell while you safely rebuild elsewhere. The art of running away. The teaching. Knowing when you can't win. Discarding your pride and running for your life ensures you live to fight another day. Conclusion. The supreme realms of the mind. Stillness in speech. The true hunter is utterly quiet. Transformation. Like water, adapt to any container or condition. Internal key. Conquer them from within by fulfilling their deepest desire and curing their deepest fear. Far sight. Read the unseen trends of years away and prepare today. Virtue and strategy. Use ruthless tactics not to scam the weak, but to protect your domain, enrich your family, combat villainy, and uphold true virtue. The master uses a mind full of gravel paired with the warm heart of a Buddha.